Bentornati, and welcome back to Create Above and Beyond, where electronics get ever more advanced and compact, I think. At least, I hope. So, off camera, I worked a little bit more on our circuit, governing the flinging or ejecting of ender dust and singularities over here, and also exploding of TNT and all those juicy things. Now, as you may recall, at the end of last episode, we had a problem where, well, this thing would produce just a ton of quantum entangled singularities, which, by the way, only stuck up to 2, because technically each of these stacks is a separate kind of item, okay? Totally different. So what we needed to do is a system that, apart from saying, hey, are you done exploding? Hey, are you done loading 64 items of these, etc., also checks that this thing is empty, okay? And I think this is what I have achieved with the extra setup that I've done in here. So we've got this cobalt barrel, which is more than enough to contain the result of the combination of a full stack of singularities and a full stack of ender dust exploded with 1 TNT, okay? This is all what comes out of that. Then I got in here a content observer. Now, we were playing with content observers in the last episode, or I think I cut that part actually, because really what I wanted to do instead was using a stockpile switch to get, the exact amount, right? However, a content observer in this circumstance is more than enough, because what I want to know is when this thing is emptied out entirely. Basically, this thing deactivates when this is totally empty, which deactivates this, which is flipped. Okay, this is a NOT gate. So this basically means in this AND gate, we only give a redstone signal when that thing is totally empty, okay? And the rest is more or less what you saw in the last episode. It's just that I rationalized it a little bit so that I don't need the arching, 3D feedback loop. So we got this telling us, okay, there's a full stack ready in there in an AND gate with this one. Don't worry, I used the screwdriver to deactivate this input, so these two are enough. And in fact, high signal, and we got a high signal in the output. Then we got combined into another AND gate. So this one with this one that says that is empty, right? Which is not at the moment, which is okay, because we definitely want to lock everything in place. Give me back that. While that thing is still has an item in it. And also, we got our 20-second delay timer that basically deactivates this power toggle latch, right? So actually, when we get the first output here, it gets deactivated, then after 20 seconds gets reactivated, so we can start another batch, okay? A detailed explanation of this was given in the last episode, I hope. And then, of course, we sleep, because why not? You know what? I have admin privileges in this world. I should just bite the bullet and deactivate the day-night cycle while I explain stuff, because, yeah, while playing Create, it is definitely annoying having to sleep every now and then. Yeah, so this part is done. Now, what I would like to do is start playing with the remaining part. So give me a second while I shove the rest of these into the cobalt barrel. Okay, here we are. We are reset, back in place, and also let me put this TNT back in here, and also, since the circuit is working correctly, yes, I'm gonna flip the lever there, meaning that the next time the ejectors do eject items, we're gonna have another boom and another batch of quantum entangled singularities, okay? Cool. Now, we need to start thinking about what we want to do with these, okay? So I think we want to start using conveyor belts again. And this time, we need to get inside. I need you to get this way, right? And here we will need a basin with a mechanical press, okay? Because we need to press the quantum entangled singularities together with some die, okay? So let's imagine that the basin is in here with the press going down here, right? Then we need a way to get the die in here too. Cool. So, quantum entangled singularities, red die. Where does red die come from? Red die comes from a millstone. I think I have all the ingredients here. The only thing I'm lacking is a crafting table. Let's put one in here. So I think it's 1, 2, 1, and some stone. Yup. There you go. Millstone. Give me shoots. Allow my shoots. Also, I spent so much time learning how to properly pronounce shoots, right? That now I need to exercise this ability to say shoots. This should work. It will let these things converge into a single point. Cool. Get this back in place. I think I can also make the basin pretty easily, like that. There you go. Of course, not that. Get away. A couple of funnels. To be... No, not that. Now I need to put this back in place. Okay. Okay, so these things can come in here. And you know what? I can start doing this. No problem. It will just backlog inside here. Cool. Okay, again, in there, we need to put roses, right? To get roses in there, well, we can have a single tall rose bush to which we apply bone meal, right? Bone meal. But what happens is that, let me think about this. I think what happens is that the new rose bush will just pop out, right? I think I have bone meal in here. Yes. If that's the case, it means that we need... Yes. So, being this the case, what we need is another vacuumulator. So, zinc machine... that. Ender pearl. Vacuumulator. We need a filter because this vacuumulator needs to only get the rose bushes, right? So the item filter needs a lapis gear and a filter. Let's make a few because I've been using several at this point. Do I need more of these? Yeah. Okay. So 1 and 2. There you go. Okay, I have everything I need, and the rest of the create filters we can put in there. Yes, cool. Do I have a single rose bush? Yes, I do. I might as well pick up the entire drawer here. So that I have a starting batch. Now, this second vacuumulator, I don't wanna put it too close to this one because this one is acting on a deny list. And you know what? There you go. So this way you do not pick up ender dust, singularities, or rose bushes. And the other one only picks up rose bushes. Should work, right? So this way I can do this. We're being very vertical with this build. Up, dude. Thank you. You do this, and you only allow rose bushes, okay? That's your deal. Now what I need to do is I need to build a tiny little garden for you. Just a tiny little rosebush garden. Like that. And like that. Nice. And then a deployer can apply the bone meal. Boy, I feel slow today. I feel kind of slow. There, I think. So if I'm here, right, and I do this, and then I rotate you for some reason. Maybe I also rotate you again. Like that. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Now to power you and also give you bone meal. Could do with a hopper. Can't reach that. There you go. Bone meal in place, and the hand is already holding it, which is cool. And then you just need power, don't you? So, give me that. And maybe. Yeah, vertical. And that, so you are... no, because this thing doesn't always move. I need to rest a little bit. My brain doesn't work correctly if I'm not rested. There you go, I'm all good now. I'm not, but... Okay, I need to get power from gear. That's what I need. You know what? Give me some space. Okay. Sure. Because I also need to run this. Do that. Okay, I know what I need. I know what I need. I'm thinking, I know I'm not commentating too well today, but that. Oh, shoot. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I wanted that to happen, okay? I definitely wanted that. What else did I want to happen? How do I get power to here now? This. And in case chain drives. Yay, this works. Okay, that's not... Wait. You're just making a mess, though. Stop littering roses everywhere. Why aren't you getting roses? Allow list roses. You're not collecting them roses. I disconnected the wrong thing. There you go. Okay, maybe I need to create a little bit of an enclosure around that. I think I have what I need. And then, for the love of God, give me some scaffolding. I am tired of jumping all around. There you go. So, let's do this. This should be okay, right? Should be. Let's also... Yeah, let's do this. This should make sure that the rose bushes don't fall all the way down. Yeah, like a small greenhouse. I could even go ahead and close it entirely. This, and you go away. Is that better? Is the greenhouse the solution? We will never know until we test it. I think that is the solution. Yes, contains rose bushes. Yeah, see? Perfect. I guess I could have another setup where I make it stop when it's too much. But in the future, we are gonna connect this to one of those setups, the ones that create bone meal indefinitely. So I don't really have a problem with wasting a little bit of bone meal on this. So next step is actually connecting this and a mechanical press. So let's go and create a mechanical press, shall we? I think what we need for the mechanical press is a iron block and an andesite machine. I have andesite machines on me. One of these. And iron blocks I have in spades. There you go, mechanical press. I'm famished. But that's a problem roasted mutton chops can solve really elegantly. So, mechanical press. You need to go over here. Bing. Now I need to power all of this. I need to power you. Which could benefit from... Oh, actually I have this already. There. There. And there. So you're grinding. Cool. Then I might want one of this and then another vertical one. To place the vertical one, I need to remove this now. And then shafts, and there you go. And this is not working right now because there's too many quantum entangled singularities in there. Okay, now it's working. Look at that, we just extracted the first chromatic entangled singularity. So this works. Poof. Now, let's look at the quest. Why don't you see the chromatic singularity? Oh, because you wanted me to do this first. Okay, yes. We have the roses, we are creating the rose red dye. And then we have the chromatic singularity, and we are painting with space itself. Mixing the entangled singularity with a dye of choice creates the very essence of color. Just what we need for producing a perfect chromatic compound. Now, spectral correction red. Crushing dyed singularities has a chance to yield little orbs of red color. Since this is not the color needed for chromatic compound, you can use item drains for frequency correction. But it says has a frequency. It has a chance, I guess. But it also has a chance of creating other dyes. Okay, so... Okay, we need to get things out of here and into crushing wheels is the next step. So, we can do it exactly like that. So let's start another belt. A bit longer. And as you can see, this is already outputting the chromatic singularities. We can have the wheels spinning right here. I can connect two of these right here and then have a nap. After having a nap, I can come in here and remove this for a second because I need more crushing wheels. I guess what we are missing in here is sticks. There you go. Now you have sticks. Okay, thank you for the crushing wheels. I'll give you back your andesite funnel. And then we get in here and we do 1 and 2. Cool. We need somewhere for this stuff to go. And that somewhere might be just another chest for now. For now. Surely we'll have a better plan in a second. I just want to see what the output of all of this is. Andesite funnel. Thank you. There you go. And now, just so that we can move this thing. So, this thing needs to rotate that way. That means this. No, wait. That way. Right? Like this. I know I can do it. I know it. What about this? Nope. Well, you know what? I'm gonna cheat. There you go. Now we're making all the colors. Okay. We have paintballs. Now, what do we do with paintballs? I think we get let's get one of each, right? Blue, magenta, right? So we satisfy all the conditions. Spectral correction for yellow, and then magenta. Okay, magenta paint bolts contain the essence needed for production of chromatic compound. Some will come directly from the crushed singularity, but the majority can be obtained by spectral correction on other colors. Okay, and spectral correction is done by having these things run over drains multiple times, if I remember correctly. And we can verify doing this. What is the use? The use is this over a drain creates a little bit of chromatic waste and a yellow. The yellow, again, over this makes a green and chromatic waste. Then the green over the drain makes the blue. The blue over the drain makes the magenta. Okay, I think I have a plan. We can use brass tunnels, of which I need a few more. First of all, to sort the colors. There you go. So I could just stop this for a second, because I don't really need these to be everywhere. It is stopping, right? You are stopping. Tell me you're stopping. Yes, you are. It's backlogged. Cool. And I'll put an egg in there too. So, we're gonna need these. I can put them there right now. And if I get this way now, it's gonna be a problem. So I guess I need to do this. That's better. That's better. Okay, be patient for a second, and I will totally explain myself. I promise. Won't need this anymore. What I need is one, and I need one for each color, actually. And I need belts for each color. Let's go this way. Now, how many? The magenta can go on its merry way, you know, doesn't need any other treatment. But then we need yellow, blue, green, and red. I think these are the colors. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5 colors in total? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 colors. Let's get a sample of each so that we can do this. Let's say that the magenta gets out of here. Yeah. So magenta, I think blue becomes magenta. Red is the farther, the one that's farther away. Then who makes blue? Blue's made by green, and green is made by yellow. Why am I doing this? Because then we can put drains in a row after this, and this one will have a long row of drains. This one will have, this one will have 4. This one will have 3, 2, 1, no drain. Does that make sense? Because this going through 4 drain becomes yellow, green, blue, and then magenta. this with 3 drains becomes green, blue, and then magenta, right? So, drains. How do you make a drain? These plus iron bars. And we have a ton of each. So how many do I need? I need 4 plus 3 is 7 plus another 3 is 10. Exactly 10. Look at that. Perfect. So let's make a few bars. If I can locate iron. There it is. I located iron. Let's have 10 of these. Amazing. That was really loud. So, here are the drains. And as I was saying, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay? Because red becomes yellow, green, blue, magenta. And here we have magenta. So, at the end of this, we have all magentas. What I can do now is have more belts. This one needs to be longer, first of all. How do I move stuff from here now? Well, I could just do this, actually. Yeah, I like this. The problem now is that I need to sleep. Okay. I think I need to move these one over again. Nope. Not what I meant to do. There. Okay. At the end of this, all the paintballs should be magenta in color. And then we can do this. I'm extending one just because I know that this will work in order to get the right direction, and this is all connected to this. It means that all is gonna have the right direction, which means they are all gonna end in here, where I'm gonna put another I don't know, chest. Why not? Boom. And boom. Should we connect this again and hopefully not make a mess of colored paintballs? Let's try it. There you go. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. It works. Just as intended. Let them roll. Now, the problem is we are accumulated chromatic waste. As soon as that is saturated, everything is gonna stop working as intended. Yeah, already these are stuck. Now, what do we do with chromatic waste? Chromatic waste. What are the uses? You can put it in buckets. You can put it inside lanterns, because that's useful. You can put it in tanks and also in buckets. This is basically telling us that chromatic waste is waste. There is absolutely nothing that we can do with it, which means that we need to find a way to dispose of it. But dispose of it? How do we dispose of liquid? Well, we could just pump it somewhere in the world and push a block on top of it? Maybe? It could work. I think it's worth a try. I would need a lot of pipes So let me get my orange toolbox for them pipes. I'm gonna need a pump, maybe a few. So let's see, why don't I get in here? And I can do this, and then I could say this a bunch of times, but you guessed it at this point, that the rest is all this. And then a pump in here. I have no idea if this will be fast enough to do what we need to do. Now the belts we're running pretty quickly already, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem. And for now I could just use cogwheels. And I guess I can just do this. Now, the fluid will accumulate in here. I only need a piston with a block going down here repeatedly. How do I do that? With a piston and a clock, I think. A sticky piston and a clock. Sounds right? I think it does. So here I have a sticky piston. The most important thing though is what kind of block I want to push into it, because we need to do this with style. Let's see, do I have a really interesting looking block? A wet sponge. Can you move a wet sponge with a sticky piston? I definitely hope so. Give me... Yeah, one of these, why not? Definitely can, and I think this will absolutely remove what we need to remove. So let's try and do that, shall we? Okay, let's see. Maybe I want to move this also in a ground like this. Have this in here. Have the sticky piston there. And then some form of clock. Let's see. Give me this. Should be able to make a timer. There's a multiplexer, deck counter, comparator, AND gate, bloody blah. Randomizer. Timer. There you go. Hello, timer. What? This goes a little bit too fast. Let me see. Maybe we can do slightly better. If maybe repeater with a delay, which should, I think it should also increase. There you go. Okay, now let's do 5 seconds for now. And let's try powering this thing again. What had I removed to stop it? I don't remember anymore. I think this. So this is stuck at the moment because this is going the opposite way. So reverse. There you go. I think we can do like 3 seconds. Even less, maybe. 2 seconds. Can we do it in... $1.8. I think it's doing it. Yes. As soon as the liquid is drained, we're getting rid of it. And now we're stuck because we have too many magenta paintballs. Cool. This works. That's great. Hey, quest book. Hey, quest book. Guess what? We have this. Overcorrection. Oops, draining the color's essence one too many times will create a mundane paintball not able to be used for further processing. Well, we're not doing that. We're not doing that because this system is perfect. And it totally, like, stops when it's backlogged. Which is also a pro. Okay? See? It's backlogged. Doesn't push in there anymore. So it's cool. Okay, next. What do we do with the magenta paintballs? Colors refined. Use mechanical crafters once more to refine the paint orbs into chromatic compound. Ah, okay. Chromatic compound. 2x2 with mechanical crafters. And sleep. Nope. And sleep. Now I have a red paintball. Whatever. Put it there. So, mechanical crafter 4x4. Do I have enough mechanical crafters? Please, eyes, help me. Help me see. What do my elf eyes see? Well, I don't have elf eyes. That's why I don't see what I need. So, here we are. I totally have 4 mechanical crafters. So, let's do something like... Oh, you know what? I can totally remove this. Yeah, because I don't need to accumulate. Okay, are you ready for a mess? There it is. Fantastic. So we can do this, 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 this. And this can go... I don't know. Like that. And I can use this in here, and then I need to put away all this mess of magenta paintballs, of course. There you go. Now give me one of these. Oh, right. I need to connect the things. Up, please. Okay. You. Amazing. Fantastic. Look at this. Chromatic compound. Now give me a second, because I have a mess of paintballs to clear. Okay, all cleaned up, and would you look at this? Wow, this thing is fast. So, chromatic compound, right? Let's get one, so that we can check our quest here. Chromatic compound done. And now it wants us... Oh, look at that! Amazing! It's working! So, that means that this thing was just now emptied, and now the thing caused, you know, the circuit to fling the stuff, And the, I guess at this point, yes, it's the vacuumulator trying to suck up all the entangled singularities, and it's, oops, something exploded that shouldn't have exploded. I guess so. Let's stop this for a second. So the explosion happened, and it wrecked my rose garden. Amazing. Give me a second to rebuild, and then we'll find a solution, which I think will be a lot more obsidian, probably. Give me a second here. Okay, I got the thing reassembled, almost entirely. I'm actually missing the single bush in the center. Let me out. Okay, thank you. There you go. Wait a second. Oh no, the particles are for my double jump. I was thinking like, wow, how the hell is it getting bone mealed on its own? Anyway, I have a bunch of obsidian in here with me, and I think this is probably what was happening. Right? Yeah, because it gets in here. But I guess we could also additionally reinforce this side. And then maybe... how do I let it go? I kind of want to test this. Let's do this. And this. And this. Okay. Now, test. Did it break? I don't think it did. Look at that. It's cool. It's nice. Now, this thing is going. The other problem we have, so explosion problem is solved. The other problem we have is that all these roses were just sitting in here because the thing isn't... No, wait a second. No, we still exploded something. And I don't see it. Coin? Coin of fortune? No? We exploded the vacuumulator. I don't know where it is at the moment. Okay, I guess what I want to do is move the vacuumulator maybe in here. Yeah, I can do something like that. And then I also need to apply another content observer so that we make sure that we don't overdo it with the bone mealing. Okay, so give me a second. I'm gonna think about it and be right back. Okay, here we are. So, actually the vacuumulator wasn't lost. It was stuck inside the basin here, so I was able to recover it. I moved it on this side, which probably protects it a little bit more, and I've done hopper into chest into hopper. And that's because now I want to put a content observer over this. And I didn't want to fall, but that happened. Now, let's put all of these roses all in here, right? And they are gonna slowly trickle into this, which is gonna slowly trickle into that thing, but we should be able to backlog in a second. So, this thing is now detecting. What I want to do is to use the signal that says, well, there are roses in there, my friend, to say, well, stop producing roses, because we have roses. Does that make sense? And in order to stop producing roses, we put a clutch in here, with this attached to it, and we say you are a receiver of the rose channel, so this now will not bone meal that, because there are already a ton of roses in here. Does that sound right? I think it does. So, activate the machine again, and as you can see, that thing, disregard the fact that there's no bone meal in there, but in the future there will be a lot of bone meal in there all the time. But the thing is, as long as we still have roses, we don't bone meal the rose garden anymore, which means that we don't overproduce. Okay. And by the way, we discovered that the rose bushes produce both green and red dye, but that's not a problem at all, because yeah, you can use any dye to make the chromatic thingies. What does it want to do? This. Okay, I'll keep that. So I guess, how long till this thing explodes again? A little bit, because I definitely want to see if, you know, this is well protected enough, or if it's gonna explode all over again. I guess I can stand in here and wait. Takes a little bit, but yeah, I'll test it and see how it does, and I'll be back. Okay. There it goes. And boom, it goes. And so it's still breaking stuff. It's definitely still breaking things, which is not ideal. This time didn't damage too many, you know, components, but it definitely removed the original rose bush, which is not great. Anyway, let's say this, that I'll work on it, yeah, between episodes. And I mean, the only thing that remains to be done at this point, the only possible solution, is that we move this a little bit more, you know, farther away. But apart from that, I think we are doing just fine. Now, in the next episode, I think we may have a chance to finish the chapter. Let me see. What's needed now? The production of refined radiance requires either a steady supply of light-emitting blocks or an active beacon beam. Choose which path you would like to take and provide necessary preparation or automation. An active beacon beam or light-emitting blocks. Why? When dropped as an item, chromatic compound will absorb light around itself and eventually turn into refined radiance. Choose one of 3 approaches. Auto-placing light-emitting blocks near the dropped compound items. Block need line of sight to item. Supplying light-emitting blocks as item on nearby depots or belts. Blocks need line of sight to the item. Throwing the compound into a beacon beam for free and instant conversion. So by light-emitting blocks, I guess it means glowstone, right? But what I'm thinking is that blah 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 blah. It says replacing blocks. It must mean that they get consumed. We can test this real quick just to know what we're gonna face. I mean, most of the other YouTubers that I saw doing this, they just fought the Wither and got a nether star, which then, of course, provides you with the means of creating a beacon, right? But it might be interesting to try and go the other route. It might be longer, though. The thing is, though, like, can we actually create glowstone? So, like this, right? says dropped as an item. That's a light emitting block, right? Maybe the light emitting block also need to be dropped as an item. What just happened? Oh, look at that. Yes. It got absorbed. So you need 2 blocks of glowstone to convert one of these. So the issue becomes either we fight the Wither and make a beacon, or we supply a really steady amount of glowstone blocks. How do you even massively produce glowstone blocks? Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Particles. It's working. Takes a second, apparently. And maybe it works even when the block is actually placed. It's just that I didn't wait enough for it to convert. Well, let's wait another second and see what happens. Come on. It's time already. Do it. Do the thing. So again, we will need another contraption that drops items, and then another vacuumulator that only collects the result. And we must make sure that we don't drop too many items on the ground. And are you done? You're not. What? You need more glowstone? I don't understand. Come on now. Maybe it's faster if it's placed. There you go. Actually, that. Oh, and you. Okay. Huh, I guess. This is refined radiance. Okay, but how do we produce glowstone? Well, with glowstone dust, of course, or by blast chilling energized glowstone. How do we blast chill, though? With an invar machine. And invar machines are exactly the things we're trying to make. So we would have to go ahead and use some of the glowstone we already have, just so that we can make at least one invar machine, assuming we can mass produce energized glowstone. We can't mass produce energized glowstone. Maybe glowstone dust, though. I mean, we could buy witch hats and craft those, or prismarine crystals have a chance of producing glowstone. It's a really low chance. Or look at that. We could fill cinder flower with potion of night vision. Huh. So this could be a pretty complex thing, because we would need to create potions like automatically. Potion of night vision, which isn't like the worst, right? Potion of night vision is carrot, isn't it? Carrot and gold. We can make gold automatically and carrots. Yeah, heated, golden carrot, and awkward potion. And awkward potion, we know it's water and nether wart. You know, this could be interesting. Huh. I gotta think about it. And what about the cinder flower? So again, awkward potion is used to make a bunch of potions, of course. Night vision potion dropped into cinder flower. How do you make cinder flower? By grinding netherrack. And where does netherrack come from? Netherrack comes from destabilized redstone that we can create automatically. because it's mixing volatile sky solution again with charged Certus quartz crystals. Huh. Okay, so we could make an auto. Yeah, the stabilized redstone makes for infinite netherrack. Makes for infinite cinderflower. Which again, depending on the potion, makes for infinite redstone, gunpowder, or glowstone dust. I think I might go this route. I might just go this route. Not because I don't want to fight the Wither, but because I haven't seen a single YouTube video going this way. Okay? And it's my chance to do something slightly different. So why not? I mean, it means replicating some of the setups that we already have, but, you know, those that we already have and that you already seen, I can just replicate off camera, and I don't need to bother you, because, you know, it's this, right? Or maybe I could just hijack a little bit of this. Maybe I could just bring a pipe, you know, a really long pipe upstairs for now. Gotta think about it. But kind of gets me excited. Anyway, I think this is gonna be it for this episode. I hope you liked today's contraption. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Alla prossima!